Well, today I get to go for a long ride and get picked up at the end. This week has been really hard to find time to fit in a bike ride, so this will be the only one this week. So I'm hoping to do at least 40, but really hoping for 50, but at this rate I'll be happy with 40. I worked all week and then Friday went up north with my husband so he could have 2 tests done because he was diagnosed with a heart condition last weekend. So they ordered 3 tests. 2 were done this Friday. 1 will be done next Friday. And I'm hoping that we'll get an appointment with a cardiologist who he hasn't seen yet, but he's the one that's ordered all the tests. So anyway, I'm hoping we'll get an appointment with him soon and we can find out more of what's going on. And yesterday, which was Saturday, we had friends over for dinner, and I've not been keeping up with housework well enough for the last month or so. So I needed to do some cleanup. So that was my day yesterday. I cleaned and then they came. I was really hoping to fit in a 10-mile ride at least, but that just didn't happen. And today, I got started late, which is normal for me. 1:30, that's when I started. So it's already hot. It's 95 degrees. And I've got a headwind or a side wind for the entire route. Unless the wind changes. We'll have to see. The sun went behind the cloud, and this cloud is pretty large. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna get quite a bit of shade. And also no rain, or at least very little. I'm okay with sprinkling. That would actually feel good right now, but I don't want to get too cold or too wet. Well, I am getting pockets of shade. They're not lasting very long, but every time they come, they are sweet relief. What I really like about biking on Sundays is that there's so much less traffic. And this is not a highly trafficked road. Under normal circumstances, but on Sundays, it's even less. And I just like not having to deal with traffic as much because drivers are getting crazier, especially around here where it's rural. People are in such a rush all the time to get where they're going. It takes a long time because we don't live near anything. They're just rushing, getting in crashes. It's like every week at least one person dies in a car crash down here, and I don't want to be one of them. So when I was up north with my husband for his testing, it's this building. Well, one of them was in the hospital, but the other one was in this building that's like a ton of different specialists through our insurance group. And one of the people that I know, a professional artist that used to live down here, I ran into her on her way to dialysis. And I'm here at the art gallery. I'm just peeking inside the window. The first thing I see is one of her paintings, which they're very whimsical, very colorful, very fun. Kind of hard to see through the glass, but that's one of her paintings. That's the building I just passed, the old school building. And there's always a lot of animals. Usually they're on bikes, but I don't know that any are on this one, but this is like a Pioneer Day time, so maybe there were no bikes back then, I don't know. Back in 2015 I had some artwork in that gallery and actually sold one that was in there, and then we moved And so I had to take my stuff out because it was for local artists only. So after a few years we moved back, and I wasn't brave enough then to try to get my art back in the gallery. But after a few years of living back here again, finally decided to be brave and try again. And so they said, bring your art in, we'll put it in front of the board and we'll decide. They told me that they liked my artwork and they wanted me, but they were about to move locations and they couldn't accept any new work. So bring it back after they open in the new location. And that was like 9 months later, and I just never did it. And now I haven't been painting. That was a couple years ago. Haven't been painting. And I know I just don't have enough time to. So it's not like I have time to make new work. But I have tons of old work. And they liked it. I need to just suck up my fear and try again. It's not like they said no last time. They said yes. I don't know what my problem is. This headwind is not super strong, but strong enough that I feel like I'm not making much progress. I just saw a pile of bones with a dog collar. So I turned around, went to see if there was a tag on the collar so I could get a hold of the owner, but there was nothing. It's really sad because right now my cat's still missing, and I'm afraid that I'll find her on the side of the road someday. I'm not thinking that's likely because I think something probably happened to her, but I'm not giving up hope that someday she'll just come home. If that happens, then I'm kind of an eternal optimist, but I know it's not likely, but it's possible. And if it's possible, then it's going to be a long time before I give up that hope. Ugh, hate when I run over those rumble strips. They just resurfaced this road and I can't really see it. Okay, now I can see it. Well, I'm 23 miles in. I just stopped at a gas station. Was really hoping to get ice water, but their machine was broken. I was able to get water from a sink, but no ice. And I stopped on a picnic table I stopped at a picnic table and had a snack and some electrolytes before getting on my way. It is so toasty. Look at all the dry yellow grasses. Oh, I made it to Manti. Whew. See that road where everyone's coming up? That is the road I just came in on. And I'm welcomed into Manti by this amazing flower patch and the Manti Temple. So I've taken this road in a car, and it's a quiet little detour. So I'm gonna take this today. This road is so nice. Nice and smooth, no traffic, some scenery. That's the main road out there. There's not too much traffic on it today, but there is some. And I got to take the climb at a leisurely pace without cars coming up behind me, so that was nice. Still climbing. I did not realize in a car how much climbing this road does. These are some very rocky mountains. Very different from the one I live at the base of. Got some farmers out there, silos. There's a few of them. Lots of barns and outbuildings. Look at that house up on the hill. That's like a mansion. I don't have to go up that hill, thankfully. I'm going this way. I'm gonna meet up with the main highway. I just called my husband to tell him I'm going to the next town, and that's where I'm stopping. I've got about 8 miles to get there, and my husband will take about 46 minutes to get there, ish, and we'll have to see who gets there first. I can't remember the name of this reservoir, but the far side of it is as far as I've ever ridden on this road before. And I'm gonna get to the other side and go a little bit further. So pretty. So last spring, when I was just starting to get into shape, I did this ride. I was also getting picked up in a car that day too. And I finished at the other side of the reservoir, which was 38 miles, and I was toast. And I did not have a headwind the whole time. So my goal of regaining my fitness, I believe, has worked. No, I'm not as fit as I was when I was in my 20s, of course, but definitely a lot fitter than I was 2 years ago. Well, I've passed the point at the edge of the reservoir, so this is now officially as far south as I've ridden on this road. So that's pretty cool. And I feel a lot better than I did last time I came down this road. Looks so different on this side. More arid. Oh, what a view! I love it. Look at that! It is so different on this other side. How cool is that? An old pioneer cabin. Doesn't look like it's doing too well. It's definitely not used. It's just off of the highway. That is so cool. And I really like the gate. It's got an arrow. The end is broken off though. A little Indian, I think. I only have 3 miles left to get to the gas station, according to Google Maps. So, pretty sure I will beat him there. I was not expecting this uphill. I thought it was all downhill. Ooh, I'm going downhill now. My eye hurts. It's pretty dark and stormy over there. But not here. Here it is sunny, super sunny. My legs, the top of my legs, I don't know if they're sunburnt or they're just red because of the heat, but they're kind of swollen in spots, red spots. I'm between the pressure behind my left eye right now and my cramps really amping up. I'm done. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna get there, but I want to be done now. This looks really pretty. Oh, look at that. That jagged peak. I wonder if that's the same one I saw a couple weeks ago when I was going by the reservoir. This is the old theater. See all these blue ribbons? These are put up for a 10-year-old boy that got killed while riding his bike here in town this past week. Very sad. He was riding his bike with 2 of his friends, and his 2 friends made it across the street, but he didn't. It's a cool house. Oh, these cramps, they're hurting so bad. I'm just riding my bike around until my husband gets here because I don't want to stop. Because then I focus on it more. He's gonna be here in just a minute, so I'm gonna pull over to the gas station, I will see you next time. And until then, get outside, treat yourself to something that you enjoy doing outside, especially when life feels like it's caving in on you.